Hello everyone, this is David Brewer from What Matters Nutrition, kicking off my What Matters for Healthy Weight Loss series. As a registered dietitian, there are two questions that I always get asked. What should I eat and how much should I weigh? Today I'll be answering the second question, how much should I weigh? Because the question of what you should eat is highly individualized, and I'm going to spend the rest of my videos talking about that. I made this the first video in my series because I thought you should know a healthy target weight range that you should be shooting for, because I don't want a bunch of people that are already at a healthy weight shooting for unhealthy weight. I know our culture's version of beauty is sickly, skinny, and airbrush, and I encourage you to put your health first and not to shoot for weights well below the ranges that I'm going to give you. Okay, so before I get into anything else, I want to say that if you are overweight, you don't have to get into this ideal body weight range that I'm giving you to make a difference for your health. So for heavier people, losing just 10% of your body weight can make a huge difference in your health. So don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Just because it may not be realistic for you to get down to this ideal weight range, as I call it, you can still do a lot for your health by losing 10% of your body weight. Okay, so let's get into answering how much you should weigh. There are a bunch of factors that play into how much you should weigh, like your current weight, your age, your height, your frame size, your muscle mass, and your gender. So the most popular indicator of showing what a healthy weight is BMI, or body mass index. You've all probably heard of this. BMI is a ratio of your weight to your height. So it's a math problem that shows kilograms of weight over meters in height squared. Check out this BMI chart to find out your BMI. For adults, a healthy BMI is considered from 18.5 to 25. Under 18.5 is considered underweight. 25 to 30 is considered overweight. And 30 and above is considered obese. Now, a lot of people complain that BMI isn't accurate because they know someone who clearly isn't unhealthy and overweight, but is classified as overweight or even obese by the BMI. BMI isn't perfect. Do you remember the other things that go into determining what a healthy weight is? How about age, gender, muscle mass, and frame size? The BMI chart only uses height and weight. On a population-wide basis, when they're looking at thousands and thousands, even millions of people, BMI is actually a decent indicator of body fat percentage, which is why they use it in a lot of these studies. But what gets lost in that is that you are an individual, you are not this large group of people, so it may not work for you. So I just said that BMI isn't the greatest indicator for what a healthy weight is for you as an individual. So what I actually like to use is ideal body weight. Now, ideal body weight takes into account weight, height, gender, and frame size. It's still missing out on age and muscle mass, but you can make some adjustments. So first I want you to get an idea of your frame size. So I want you to take your wrist like this. You see where that bone is on me? Okay, so then you want to wrap your fingers around. See how my thumb and my middle finger wrap around there and they just barely touch. That means that I have a medium frame size. Now if they were to be like this, that would mean that I have a large frame size because my fingers don't wrap all the way around my wrist. It's showing that that bone is larger than a normal person's. Now, if my fingers were to overlap a lot, like this, see how my thumb and middle finger are overlapping, then that would mean that you have a small frame size. To know your frame size, you can calculate your ideal body weight with the following equations. See the equation for women: 100 pounds plus 5 pounds times however many inches you are taller than 5 feet tall. So if you were a 5'5" tall woman, you would do 100 plus 5 times 5. That would be 100 plus 25. So a 5'5" woman has an ideal body weight of 125 pounds. Now, because there's no one perfect weight for a person, you need to add and subtract 10% from this amount. So that gives you about 112 pounds and 138 pounds. So remember when you checked your frame size before, if you had a larger frame size, then you would expect to be on the higher end of this weight range. If you had a smaller frame size, then you'd expect to be on the lower end of this weight range. And if you have a medium frame size, then you might be right around the middle. If this was a 75-year-old woman, you would want her to be closer to 138 pounds because Typically, we have some muscle mass loss as we age, and it's healthier for these people to be at a higher body weight. So the same concept applies for a 20-year-old athlete. She would be expected to have more muscle than a typical woman at this height. So her ideal weight would be closer to the 138 pounds as well. Try not to get too attached to a specific number because a healthy weight is always a weight range. If you have access to accurate body fat testing equipment, then that can be a very useful tool in determining if you're at a healthy weight as well. So check out this chart on the screen. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, please click the subscribe button on your screen to see more of my videos in the future. Click the like button because the more likes I get, the happier I am and the more videos I make for you guys. Check out the description to find links to all my social media pages like the What Matters Nutrition blog, Facebook page, Twitter, Fitocracy, and Google Plus pages. Have a nice day.